Good morning, friends. Thank you so much for joining me here today. So more and more lawmakers in Congress are in favor of a fourth round of stimulus payments for every American. Some say that the expanded child tax credit payments are enough. Friends, welcome back to my channel. This is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check. Please make sure to watch until the end of this video to learn how to enter the giveaway. The United States economy is still recovering with slow but steady job growth, even as unemployment numbers hold steady. The federal moratorium on evictions ended on August 26th with a Supreme Court ruling, and millions of people now have to face losing their homes. Inflation, however, also appears to be on the rise. Some Democratic lawmakers have called on President Biden to consider recurring payments. At the end of July, Democratic Representative Ilhan Omar introduced a bill that would send $1,200 to each American earning less than $75,000 per year. But it has not moved forward in the House of Representatives and has maybe small chance of passing. Back in May, 7 Democrats on the House Ways and Means Committee sent a letter to the president requesting that the administration add a fourth and even a fifth stimulus check to the Build Back Better plan. Biden's American Rescue Plan Act, which created the third stimulus checks, did boost tax credits for most parents with children under the age of 18, but only for this year. Most parents and legal guardians will receive a tax credit of $3,600 for children under age 6 and $3,000 per child age 6 through 17.
Now, a lot of people have asked, isn't something better than nothing? And the answer, quite simply, is no. Because when it comes down to something rather than nothing, it's the same people who are forced to settle for nothing over and over and over again. It's the reason why we have a housing crisis in this country, with public housing having fallen into such decay that it's threatening the health of people who live there. It's how we got to a code red for humanity on climate, and our government is still subsidizing fossil fuel companies. And it's why it took a global pandemic and over 700,000 American deaths to force those in power to confront the long-standing, deeply rooted inequalities in this country. We're not going to ask people to get by with nothing, while millionaires and billionaires continue to get richer without paying anywhere near their fair share in taxes. We progressives in Congress held the line, but we're not done yet. And let me be clear that this is not just some crazy progressive wish list that nobody else agrees with. This is President Joe Biden's agenda. This is the agenda that Democrats in the House, the Senate, and the White House were elected on. And this is the agenda that's over 70% of the American people want to see done. So over the next few weeks, Congress and the White House are negotiating over what the final package looks like. We succeeded in putting the president's full agenda back on track, but now we actually have to deliver on that agenda so that people wake up and they feel, like in their hearts, they feel the transformational change in their daily lives. In both the Senate and the House, we are united in our insistence that these priorities, climate action, the care economy, housing, roadmap to citizenship, expanded healthcare, and tax fairness, are included and funded in the final bill. We have to insist that the will of the 96% of Democrats in the House and the Senate, the leadership of the president, and the majority of the American people is not ignored for the misplaced priorities of 4% of our colleagues who aren't yet on board.
Half of that credit is coming in the form of monthly advance payments to all parents who are eligible. That is similar to the monthly recurring checks that some legislators have called for. The same law also retroactively exempted a large chunk of unemployment benefits that paid out in 2020 from federal income tax. People who collected unemployment in 2020 and paid tax on it are getting thousands of dollars in tax refund checks. The American Rescue Plan Act also offers tax credits that cover all or most of the cost of a silver health insurance plan for 6 months under the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. You are eligible for this if you filed for unemployment benefits at any time during 2021 And if you do not currently get health insurance through Medicare, Medicaid, or someone else's health plan, Biden's American Families Plan, which is separate from the American Jobs Plan, will seek to extend those tax credits, including the advance payments, through the end of the year 2025. The American Families Plan would also mandate up to 12 weeks of paid parental leave and subsidies for childcare. Friends, the key word for this video is candy. If you would like to enter this coming Friday's Walmart gift card giveaway, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below the keyword. The fourth stimulus check amount depends on several factors, and if passed, it would probably look similar to the previous checks. For reference, the first stimulus check amounted to as much as $1,200, while the second stimulus check brought $600 to all eligible Americans. The third stimulus check, which the IRS is still in the process of distributing, is worth up to $1,400 per person, although the eligibility requirements are much narrower. All three checks give the full amounts to taxpayers who earned up to $75,000 a year, and this is according to their most recent tax returns. Couples filing jointly receive the full payment if they had a joint total income of $150,000 or less. With the first two checks, those earning up to $99,000 alone or $198,000 as a couple receive prorated payments. With the third check, individuals who earned more than $80,000 per year or $160,000 per year as joint filers receive nothing. Friends, how much do you think the fourth stimulus check should be? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. The third stimulus check timeline happened rather quickly following President Biden's inauguration on January 20th. It only took a few weeks for Congress to debate his American Rescue Plan. Once the president signed the bill on March 11th, $1,400 checks were put into motion. The Internal Revenue Service can begin sending out possible fourth stimulus checks in the same manner as it did with the previous stimulus payments. Since a framework is already in place, Americans could begin receiving the fourth stimulus checks within 2 weeks, and that's after a bill is approved. Friends, thank you so much for joining me here this morning. I truly appreciate all of you who are here with me today. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also comment below the keyword from this video. Thank you so much and have a very blessed Thursday.